Right, a very good evening to viewing us from wherever you are rather listening to us. My name is Charles Omaido, and I exceptionally bring to you one of the honorable members who has hit it to the top, exceptionally rated 90% or more in his only one term in Parliament, and that's none other than the Honorable Orone Derrick, the honorable member representing the county of Gogonyo in Pallisa district, that is at the 11th Parliament of Uganda. Many thanks joining me, Honorable, in this interview.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome,
for
sir.
This interview.
It's almost done talking about this term, but we would love to know how has it been being your first time in Parliament and at that young age of yours?
Thank you so much, the host and the viewers who are watching us. Derrick Orone is my name, Member of Parliament, Gogonyo County, Pallisa District. First of all, what I can say, this term has been hectic for me because there are things I didn't expect, like court issues. I didn't expect a by-election. I knew after winning it's now a done deal, until I was surprised with a by-election when we reached Court of Appeal. So it has not been easy for me, but nevertheless, what I believe the people of Gogonyo have at least appreciated whatever I've done for them.
Okay.
And that's the reason why I feel I should run for the second term.
Oh, you're there yet for the second time. Before we run for the second term, you have always been that one of those honorable members in Parliament that have been active. But of course, looking at the roles of a honorable member at Parliament, looking at the legislation, the oversight, budget approvals, and representation, how do you rate yourself in this first time in Parliament?
First of all, I want to thank God that when I entered Parliament, God gave me good committees. I'm in the Committee of Appointments. It was my first committee. And I was put in the Committee of Natural Resource and Environment. Then again, the Budget Committee. When you come to Budget Committee, we are planning for the whole country.
Yeah.
The budget of all the ministries, entities, etc.
Yes.
I can rate myself at 60%.
Okay.
Reason
that is
being,
a great mark.
Yeah, reason being, I was disturbed, as I told you. And most of the MPs, in fact, when I'm there, they tell me I'm the only MP they have seen having 2 terms in 1 term.
True.
Meaning that I had to swear in 2 times in Parliament.
Yes.
Which means I've been an MP 2021, 2022, then again 2022, 2026.
Yes.
So that's why I said that it was hectic for me. But at least that's what I can say.
Okay. As 2026 approaches, Honorable Derrick Orone, it tends to be faster dropping onto hours. It's a political year and pressures are mounting up and down. Do you feel any pressure in Gogonyo?
Yeah, that's very true. Pressure is mounting all parts of the country. But to me, as Derrick Orone, I believe my manifesto that I gave to the people of Gogonyo, I've worked 90%.
Yeah.
Because whatever I promised, my people have done it. Apart from few things, and I haven't done beyond what I promised. There are things which are not part of my manifesto, but I've done them. When I was coming for politics, I didn't know that politics is a bit hard, but you have to remain focused. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in God.
Yes.
To lead the people.
True.
If you don't do that, then you cannot lead the people. Now, when you look at the NRM manifesto, because I've implemented mine as Orone Derrick, then there's the NRM party manifesto, headed by the President of Uganda.
Yes.
Now, when I look at that one, at least we have moved 70% as NRM party.
Okay.
Then my own manifesto, I've moved 90%. Yeah.
A great one per se, looking at how Gogonyo was one of those counties that were newly put across. Youth are taking up most of our population at a rate of about 70%. How have you looked into that matter in this time you've been in Parliament?
That's very true. One, the youth are one of the biggest categories of people in Uganda. Then with the women. True. And when I'm doing my politics, I do calculations. I first had to sit down and see the number of youth I have in my county, the number of women I have, and the old men. But most of my voters are the youth and the women. Now, there are things I've done for the youth mostly. Well, no, youth are people who don't want very many things. With the youth, one biggest problem is unemployment.
Yes.
Which I've done. I've done unemployment reduction in my constituency, both in Uganda internally and externally abroad. I've taken over, if I may calculate, from 2018, because I started recruiting from Pallisa 2018.
Yes.
So if I'm to calculate from 2018 up to now, I've so far taken worth 3,500 people from Pallisa as a district.
Wow.
Now, when it comes to Ugandans, I started 2009. Up to now, I've so far taken close to 30,000 Ugandans all over the country. Then, two, I've already also worked on empowering the women in their circle groups, plus the youth in their circle groups.
Okay.
Akirora, adeke Susan. Yongone sa mara no group ano. Kolonga yala manoi hana Honourable Orone Derrick. La balang Honourable ngujo naksa gangat. Konye yala masono konye lipiti so. Pasa lipanne sunge pengen bing ngara kina bere boso. Ganga ke bere boso ke da bere ba gangat re pona sike una dokita ne polo no. Di buni sa se joto ni karkere.
Orone Derrick. Iyala mamina so libana kini so jo deke papa isire nga jo ja so kida jo mamina so jo no ocho be women sako
autanga shalami kini Honourable Orone Derrick be yala manoi yala mamina ochobe women sako group kapa papa le grupu ilipiti so jo ebe aga ngata na obujo ena kisoko te tusoma iso e joko do ilipiti so be yata kibere bobo isukunyi kibo so ngarene ade pari bone nari kapisa opa kidajo do so chobe mameni ebunida e balabe kota le marisa ni jaijo papa jai so ni jaijo yala mamina so yala mano yala mamine grupu. Thank you so much for loving us. We also love you so much. Then kotonga alimoki na kangor akwa members yalama ajautu ara utangoro ni pokesho yalama mino Honourable Orone Derrick yalama imono yalama imorikikina.
Then when it comes again on sports, I've also contributed on sports with our constituency and the country. So you see that most of the youth love playing football mostly. Then these other games like basketball, netball, volleyball, etc. The majority of the people in Gogonyo love football very much. So I've organized different tournaments and I've given them balls village by village. Since I started out, they have received many balls and I'm still continuing to give them balls. So all in all, I've really done something to the youth. Okay. But still, I'm still struggling with them to see that majority of them get skills, because I'm now looking at being a technical school in my constituency, Gogonyo, to help bring the youth develop their skills.
All right.
And then being the centers, discussing Ludo, discussing bad activities like playing cards, etc. So I want to see at least all the youth in Gogonyo. Every youth has something he or she's doing.
Okay. But you also hinted on women, which is true. Leaving alone the youth, we have women. How have you helped the women of Gogonyo in this time you've been in Parliament?
First of all, when I was coming for politics, the first thing the women requested for was an ambulance to help the mothers who are producing. And after the ambulance, they told me they wanted the circle groups to be supported, which I've done. Then again, the women requested for schools to help their young ones, which I've least lobbied for 2 city schools because of the power of the women. So when it comes to the women, I've really done something for them and they appreciate.
All right.
Yeah.
Agriculture being our backbone, and Gogonyo is surrounded by water bodies and wetlands. Have you looked into that matter?
Now, I think 3-4 months ago, the farmers approached me and requested for hose to help in agriculture. And I've managed to supply 2,000 hose. You remember when I was the vice president, I even requested her to add me more. I told her, I'm doing all this as Orone Derrick, though I need some support from government.
Okay.
And I requested her to support Gogonyo County with at least 10,000 hose, which she promised she will give to the people of Gogonyo. I've been bringing seeds, maize seeds, bean seeds, to help the farmers since I joined Parliament.
Yes.
I've brought those seeds, I think, 4 times to my constituency. And I'm still working on projects with agriculture. I even requested them to give me tractors, but by then they did not have the big tractors. They had walking tractors, which they gave me 4 to start with. And they have said they are waiting for more tractors that they already put in a request as government. But when they come in, they will give us as Gogonyo a tractor to help the farmers.
Okay.
So all in all, I've also done something for the farmers.
Honorable, in terms of education, Bukedi, Pallisa at large, and Gogonyo basically hasn't been doing well in the recent years, except this time. I don't know how we have made or rather done something on education in Gogonyo County specifically.
That's very true. Now, when it comes to education, I would say Bukedi at large and Teso. These are the 2 regions I've seen that put little interest in education. Forgetting education is the key to success.
Sure.
And I've fought very, very hard with my people from Gogonyo. They like propaganda more than education. That's why I said, now the first thing to do in Pallisa, we need something that helps to sensitize people.
Okay.
And that's why I brought the registration.
Oh, yeah.
And that registration has been inviting different people coming in to sensitize, educate people. And I'm very happy that at least when you compare the propaganda which used to be in Pallisa before the registration and after the registration, it has really come down.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to education, we need to work as a team. Parents cannot handle it alone, neither the teachers or the students or pupils or with the leaders.
Yes.
All stakeholders have to come together to see that we promote education in Pallisa district. And that's why you see as a leader, one of the key things I looked at is lobbying for seed schools for all my sub-counties. I made it a point and see that I've now come to Gogonyo. There are only 2 seed schools I found. That was Apopo and Gogonyo.
Yes.
Then I said I must see that Kaukura gets a seed school, or Butet gets a seed school, which is not easy to lobby for 2 seed schools in one term.
True.
So meaning now Gogonyo is covered when it comes to seed schools. Now the other thing is now, you find the cases of the school is there, but the students don't attend class.
Yes.
Because of poverty issues. If not because of reluctance of the parents. They don't care about pushing the students going to school.
Okay.
That's why I say that we need to work together as stakeholders of Pallisa district. Those are the leaders, the students or pupils, the teachers and the parents. We must force our children to go to school as we leaders continue lobbying for educational things like schools, materials to be used at school, also government to really add salaries to our teachers. That one I want to tell you the truth. I'm one of the people pushing that in Parliament to see teachers get better salaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honorable, Pallisa being a district with different other counties that form it, you alone working could be something, but I don't think it's all enough. United, we lead to certain level, and divided, we might fall apart. And also there is an African proverb that says that if you want to reach first, move alone, but if you want to reach far, move together. Are you with the other honorable members in Pallisa district in lobbying and all this service delivery, talking about the oversight and so forth?
One of the things when I was joining the Pallisa politics, I found was that the previous leaders were not working together. They used to have those small fights. No small fights cause low development in the district.
Sure.
Now, one of the aims I had as Derrick Orone, I said, now we have come in as new young MPs.
Yeah.
We must work together. We must be united. We must be peaceful. We must work in harmony. And we must be straight to each other. And we started very well. Because by that time it was me. We had the Honourable Polycarp from Agule. We had the Honourable Seku from Kibale. Honourable Sam from Pallisa. And Honourable Kala, the woman MP.
Yes.
We started very well. Until now, time reached. Those court issues matters. When Polycarp was removed from Parliament and the Honourable Chua came in, things still moved well. Then until now, Honourable Sam left Pallisa to go to Agule. Now it makes issues arise. Now when issues arise, you have meetings where you not find all the 5 MPs seated. Because now Agule is having 3 MPs who have been in Parliament, all contesting for the same position. So you'll never find Honourable Sam and Honourable Chua seated on the same desk or table to discuss something that helps Pallisa. Which means whatever we discuss, for example, if I'm to sit me, Oseku, Kala, plus Ochua, will not find the Samix. If we are seated with Samix, that Sam would call you not find Ochua. So it makes at least the group
a bit divided.
But nevertheless, we have tried to push and see we move projects as MPs. Nevertheless, with those small issues that are there.
Okay.
That's why you see, it's our term. We have managed to push for the 1 billion for the roads per year. It wasn't there. But because of being united as MPs, we have managed to push for PDM, that money that comes to the parishes.
True.
And we have managed to push for different projects in government. We all do this because we are united. Now I've hosted the Speaker of Parliament who is coming to Gogonyo this coming weekend.
Yes.
But I brought all MPs together. And I've said now, put away wrangles. For now, we are hosting our boss at Parliament. So meaning every MP must be in Gogonyo.
Okay.
So to me, I feel us continuing working together makes us strong and makes the district have good, better leaders than the previous leaders, and that will bring development in Pallisa as a district.
Okay, Honourable, on the matter of hosting the Speaker of Parliament, the Speaker of the 11th Parliament, that's right, Honourable Aneta Magogo, come 3rd of May 2025, that is the coming Saturday just from now. How does it stand? Because you have always brought the Vice President of President, that is...
Start with the President.
You brought the President? Yes. You brought...
Vice President twice.
And
it's going to be now... I brought the Prime Minister twice.
Yes.
I've brought the Deputy Prime Minister.
Yes.
I've also brought the Vice Chairperson NRM. That's Haji Gongo.
Yes.
And I'm now bringing the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament.
Which has not been the case in the previous years and with previous honourable members representing Pallisa. The coming of these big people, the front desk, people who sit on the front desk and the ones leading this country to Pallisa and Gogonyo specifically, is it carrying anything of developmental to people of Gogonyo? Do they feel that impact?
It does, because first of all, hosting those categories of people is not easy. Even getting them to confirm. You have seen activities or events in different districts whereby you host that class of people and they disappoint, they don't ever come, but they delegate somebody to present them. There is even a budget that is cut for them to come.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an example of the Speaker. When the Speaker is moving, he does not move with less than 15 cars. You get my point? One Speaker of Parliament that is moving does not move with less than 15 cars. So for her to approve that she will come, there's an expense that happens. Secondly, where she's coming is never left the same. Because at least when she comes, there's a contribution she makes.
Okay.
There are things I'm going to ask on behalf of the people of Gogonyo that I've said when the speaker comes, tell her I want A, B, C, D. So whatever you tell in your speech, whatever you request from her will be done.
Okay.
Then another thing, it gives you a profile to be known by them. You get my point? There's that profile that, at least I know Derrick Orone invited me to his conference and I went there. So that one gives mileage to people of Gogonyo. How? When it comes to lobbying, it's easier for me to lobby because I'm going to a person who already knows me. But all that is done through the way, one, you take yourself. How smart are you in creating friendship? And how do you behave? Because you don't expect to go to those people when you behave badly. And they welcome you. So Derrick Orone, I'm a person who likes lobbying. I'm a person who likes making friendship. I'm a person who likes seeing where there is power. I must be near power.
Sure.
You get my point? Because I know it's the power that decides for the country. You get my point?
I'm getting you.
So that's why I feel I should be near those people. Because I know the importance of those people.
When these people always come to Gogonyo, is it only beneficial to
it is beneficial. First of all,
Gogonyo County, or it
is beneficial to people of Gogonyo because they are the hosts. Then it comes to Pallisa as a district. Then it comes to Buked as a region. Very important, as Buked hosting the president. Buked region has hosted the prime minister. Buked region has hosted the right honorable speaker. Vice president, etc.
Great achievement there. Honorable, do you believe in the joint campaigns we are getting into?
Joint campaigns have a disadvantage and an advantage. First of all, the disadvantage of joint campaigns, one, the one who mobilizes best is the one who takes over. If you don't know how to mobilize, then expect negativity with the public. Two, like us now, the incumbents, if you have not worked for the people, you will never support joint campaigns. And that's why you see ministers against joint campaigns, plus some MPs. But if you know you have worked for your people, I don't see the reason why you say you don't want joint campaigns. Because it's an opportunity for you to meet both opposition and the ones that are the ruling government. You tell them now, the manifesto we gave you 2021, 2026, this is what has been done. How can opposition now come in and start lying the public when you are there to defend what you have done? Opposition will come and say, the 1 billion for roads has not helped. But if you are there and you know it did A, B, C, D, is the chance for you to tell the people. Now, the advantage, it favors all categories of people. Whether you have money or you don't have money. Why? If the public address system is going to be provided by NRM party, now it saves the one who cannot afford it. You get my point? So it helps. Two, expenditure on the voters. It also helps on that. So mostly those who cannot afford certain things, it's an advantage for them.
From time immemorial, I think the last minister we had was the late Malinga. Do we see a minister in Pallisa district soon? That's
why we should work very hard to at least see that this time we give President Museveni minimum 90%. You know, every time you make the president happy, he thinks about you. But when you make him angry, he will never think about you. That's why this time Uganda lost a number of ministers because they never voted for him. And there's no way they could blame him, because even if I'm the one, I would ask you, why are you crying that I've not given you ministers? You want me to leave Teso, Northern Uganda, who have voted for me 90%. So you has voted for me as Uganda 10%. What do you want from me really? So the same question will be asked. That's why it's always very important for the district, whatever angles, whatever weaknesses, whatever issues we have, when it comes to the president's vote, I request we all come together. Okay. As the people of Pallisa, and first think about the party being number one before you think about yourself, because the party is bigger than any other person. So when you give Museveni 90% plus, there's no excuse. You will give not to appoint a minister from Pallisa.
Okay. With our expectation for the people of Pallisa in you, with all this done, what more should they expect, especially in Gogonyo in your next time in Parliament?
There are things I've not completed in Gogonyo, which I want to complete. And my manifesto this time, 2026, 2031, is very clear. I want not to promise many things, but what I can say, you have seen what I've already done.
Okay.
And if you believe that I'm a best or good candidate, then you return me to complete what I've not finished in 2021, 2026. But nevertheless, I have more better plans for my people of Gogonyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Third is already knocking at the door. What would be your parting words to the voters, to Gogonyo, to Pallisa and Uganda at large as we're growing into third May, whereby we expect Right Honourable Speaker of the 11th Parliament in Gogonyo?
Yeah, this morning I've been speaking to the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament. She returned back from Rome, where she had gone to bury Pope Francis. May his soul rest in peace. She's back in the country with the delegates she has moved with. She has confirmed she will be in Gogonyo County, Apopong, Sub-County, Apopong Primary School playground by 10 a.m. on Saturday, 3rd May 2025. Her coming is purposely to launch Orone Foundation that is having activities like empowering of the women and youth. Secondly, we are going to have her endorsed unopposed for sake Vice Chairperson, National Female, Right Honourable Speaker Anita Amo. Then we have other activities for those who love football, like the youth. We have balls to give out that day. We have music, we have competition, we have different artists, and we have very many things to happen that day. So I believe this is an opportunity for the people of Eastern Uganda, for the people of Bukedi as a region and Teso. Please come and welcome the Right Honourable Speaker. Whatever you want me to tell her, you're free to pass it through me. I will tell it to her.
All right. Thank you so much. It's been nice being with you, who is viewing or listening to us from wherever you are. It's Charles Omaido, and it has been an exceptional interview with the Honourable Member of Parliament representing people of Gogonyo County in Pallisa District, Honourable Orone Derrick, known as Pallisa Bambata. Many thanks for being with you, Honourable.
Thanks so much, Omaido, for hosting me.
All right, wishing you the best in 2026-2031.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate it.
We're expecting this proposition in you.
Amen.
Amen.
He also went on to provide wheelchairs to the disabled, boreholes, electricity to villages, and was again recently elected as the NRM chairman, Pallisa District.